coming in from Iran as well. As the Hormuz blockade continues, Iran has slammed the blockading of Iranian ports, calling the blockade an act of war. And this is a reaction that is coming from the Foreign Minister of Iran. He has taken to social media stating that blockading Iranian ports is an act of war. And that's the latest statement that is coming from the Iranian side. Let me take you through what the Foreign Minister of Iran has posted on social media regarding this. He has said that blockading Iranian ports is an act of war and thus a violation of the ceasefire. Striking a commercial vessel and taking the crew hostage is even a greater violation. Iran knows how to neutralize restriction, how to defend the interests, and how to resist bullying as well. So as far as Iran is concerned, as you just heard and as you can see in the post as well, they have called this a violation of ceasefire because a lot has happened in the last 48 hours. A commercial vessel has been attacked in the Strait of Hormuz. There is a naval blockade there as well. There's a whole lot of suspicion when it comes to Iran as well, and that is what, in fact, the Iranian Foreign Minister has posted on social media. Let me once again bring in my colleague Srinjoy on this. Srinjoy, as we mentioned, there is uncertainty over whether Iran-US will go to talks in Islamabad. This is what experts call is a fog of war. No one knows what is going to happen, but at this point in time, Iran has not even dispatched a delegation to Islamabad. What does that tell us about the intentions? Because in a post on social media, the Foreign Minister has mentioned that there has been a violation of the ceasefire. Is this because of the lack of trust or suspicion?
These are two countries who have been at war for the last 40 days. For 40 days, enormous destruction has happened. Lots of people have died, lot of damage. Now there's surely trust deficit. The important point is that talks are not happening for another reason as well. Now both sides, when a war happens, one side wins, one side loses. And that becomes very clear who has won and who has lost. In this case, both sides have declared victory. And then both sides have set terms. Both sides have set terms which have nothing to do with the other side's terms. So there is no common ground. So if there is no common ground, what are you going to agree upon? The best thing that could have happened is the ceasefire, and it has happened. Now, this will give breathing space to both sides to decide what kind of give and take can happen. Then, both sides can sit together at an appropriate time, at an appropriate place. It doesn't have to be Islamabad, and say that, look here, you do this, then we'll do that. And you do that, and then we'll do this. That can be done at a proper time and place. The most important thing actually was the ceasefire. And because there is a ceasefire, a lot of people in Iran, in the Gulf states, all the Gulf states, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Kuwait, Bahrain, the UAE, Iraq, the whole lot, they can breathe in peace. They know that at least the fear of a war, another round of conflict, at least has been kept aside for some time. So this gives the opportunity to both sides to look towards a solution.
Absolutely. So it remains to be seen whether there will be escalation in the coming days. There is a ceasefire in place right now, Srinjoy, but what signals are coming from US right now? Is the US preparing for further military action or still keeping the diplomatic window open?
Well, first of all, if America wants to get into another round of military action, I don't think anything can stop it. It has a choice. Does it want to go to war or not? Because if it does go to war, which it can, then it has to pay a price. Because what is the price? Of course, America has the capability to hit targets in Iran and hit them hard. There's no dispute. But what Iran can do then is hit similar targets in the Gulf states, in Iraq, in Israel, importantly, And then what happens? This basically means attacks on refineries, attacks on cities, attacks on water plants. So this will be very, very worrying and will hurt the Gulf countries enormously. So this is not something that anybody would want. So at this point, these options are being weighed, and also the Americans are asking, what do you get by bombing Iran even more? You have had, what, 20,000 plus sorties on Iran. That's a lot of sorties. You have destroyed, as you yourself say, you've destroyed the Iranian Navy. You've destroyed the Iranian Air Force. You've destroyed the air defense system of Iran. You've also eliminated a large number of top-level leaders, including the supreme leader himself, Ali Khamenei, on the first day of the fighting. And you have said you have won the war. Now, once you won the war, why do you want to go on fighting? That's the other question. How many times has President Trump said that the war is won? So if he has said that the war is won, then why is there a need to fight?
Absolutely. And are we getting any indication from Iranian side, because they have refused to negotiate under threat from US? Does that effectively shut the doors on the immediate talks between the two countries?
It's entirely possible that there will be back-channel talks. And after a certain amount of back-channel discussions, both sides will get to the table. Because both sides know that they should not fear to negotiate. And they should realize, and they know, that if they continue to talk, it will only benefit the entire region. Because after 40 days of war, 40 days of destruction, and the possibility of more damage, more destruction, more deaths, one chance is that this ceasefire will give to the people of the region. President Trump, with his ceasefire, has given the people of this area another opportunity, because if the alternative to that was war, there would have been a lot of destruction.
Absolutely. Stay on with us. In fact, let's talk more about the back channel